Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures and thank you for joining me today. Hope everyone is well and keeping themselves busy. So today is the second part really of trying out some of the things that I had from the In Love Arts haul. I think the haul went up on Sunday and then on Tuesday made the gift for the higher tier Patreon. What else did we do? I think that was it on that one. That was Tuesday. So today, excuse me, I'm going to use the packaging from the In Love Arts. So this was the packaging at the back of the taller stickers. So all I've done is just cut those into 4 and I've kind of done them 5 by 2.5. So they're like perfect tag shape. And then this was the packaging from the stencil. So I've just cut the writing off and done that. So it's like 2 journal cards and they're a funny thing because I did just literally cut them in half. So they're nearly 4 by 4.25 type thing. So that's very shiny, which is fine. I'm just hoping that Fabri-Tac sticks on it. Do need to back these, and I think that's where we'll start. So I've just got this bit of manila, what I've been doing some plotting and planning on. I think it's got some numbers and measurements. I've got no idea what they mean. That's the thing. Sometimes you just write down random things, don't you, and then when you re-look at them it just means nothing. So that could be anything, but it wasn't put away anywhere sacred, so I'm thinking it's not that important. I am on the last legs of this Fabri-Tac. I've not been using it as much, but still feel like I've gone through it. But I did last time. I just had two smaller bottles. Right, I think it's coming. I think it's, oh yeah. So I'm just gonna try and like get all around the edges first. Hopefully get those edges stuck down. And around there. So I thought when I did the video the other day, I've not really spoke about Eleanor's birthday. So I did say that it had gone, everything was all right and stuff, because yeah, I'd had guilty mum syndrome with, you know, knowing it wasn't going to be super fun and stuff because of, you know, what's gone off. But actually it ended up, for me, I mean, and she seemed to enjoy it too. She probably wouldn't admit it, but because, you know, she has just turned 13 and now she's a cool teenager. So we kind of started the celebrations on Friday because I wanted to draw, you know, make it go on as long as possible. So a birthday just felt a little bit more memorable than, yeah, it was that year that, you know, we couldn't do anything. So on the Friday night, we had tea. Tea is evening meal in the UK. We tend to eat quite late, and that's just because my partner's not in till about 6. And I'm often still up here working on, you know, either shop or YouTube or whatever. So I normally don't finish till about then myself. And then I'll get tea ready and that. So it can be about 7 o'clock when we have our tea. So yeah, we had tea pretty early, and then I went up into Eleanor's room, and she's not long had it decorated. I suppose that was part of birthday present as well. I keep bits like that just pinned up on my board, and then when I'm doing a tag or something, I know that I've got a bit of card there. I'll just ink these around while I'm chattering. Yes, so she'd had a room decorated, and it needed doing. It had not been done since she was, you know, little. And she had a new bed because she'd got like a cabin bed before, so like a bed on ladders, and then it had got a desk and stuff, like a desk and a wardrobe and drawers and stuff was underneath. So I mean, she's not very big, she's quite tiny, but yeah, she was getting far too big for it. When she sat up in bed, her head was nearly at the ceiling, and her getting up and down those ladders was starting to be quite difficult, because, you know, when she was on like the last step, yeah, her head would be at the ceiling. So she's had a new bed, and she's had a double bed, so when a friend stays, or when the grandchildren stay or whatever, they can stay there. We have got like a single chair. It's a bit like a settee chair, and that's in my bedroom now, because it was in Eleanor's before, and that does fold down, and it makes quite a nice single bed. So if the younger grandchildren are staying, they tend to sleep on that next to me, or if they wake up in the middle of the night going, I want my mum, at 3 o'clock in the morning, as they normally do. So yeah, so we went up into her room with, what did we had some jelly beans. Oh, they was beautiful. I think they've got some new flavours in there as well. There was a chocolate one. Oh, that was beautiful. And a coconut one. Coconut's my favourite. And we had some popcorn. She had some Pringles. I can't have Pringles because I'm gluten intolerant. And we had some J2O, which is like fruit juice. So this is all like posh stuff that we don't normally have. It's like you know, treats. What else did we have? Oh, I forget. A couple more things anyway. All bad stuff. And we watched a programme. She found it a few weeks ago, and she was telling me about it. It's called Tiny Houses. So it's an American programme. It's on Netflix. And because we used to watch Grand Designs, which is a UK programme, and there was another one, Small Spaces or something. So this is, well, a lot of people have like lost their houses through fires and things like that, which I'm guessing is like what Dee Dee's been going through, and Nanine, I mean, she had to evacuate as well. So yeah, like people setting up new homes and things like that. I am just going to ink these up instead of putting metal ones on. I thought I'd start using some of these paper ones. So I don't know if to rub it or dab it. I think dabbing it. So yeah, they're kind of a little bit like trailer houses type thing, but not. And you know, they're already building this house, and then these two guys go along. I think the name's John and Zach or something like that, and they kind of talk to the family and, you know, talk about the things that they most miss and what's the most important to them and things like that. And then they kind of design these really cool things. And one, she wanted like a treadmill, and there was nowhere for a treadmill to go, so they designed a bed that slid from one side and then it dropped down and there was like a treadmill underneath. So yeah, we watched a few of those. I think we watched 3 or 4. I used the distressing on those, just daubed them just to get this speckled kind of look. Then I'm going to use the stays on, and I'm going to use the same script stamp as I used the other day, and I'm just going to randomly stamp over them. Now, I saw this idea from, and I forget her real name, Mad Paper Crush, and it was an Instagram little video what she did, and I thought, what a simple way. I've seen lots of people do the, you know, colouring of the hull reinforcements. They're the ones I got. I can't remember if they was from Amazon or eBay, but they're just called, I was going to say hull enforcers, and you get lots. Yeah, and she just stamped on them, and she'd done, she went all through hers and did all different colours and all different stamps and stuff, and then it's like, well, then you've got them ready. So I thought I would just try that. Yeah, so the bed moved, and I must learn to put something down. I did buy those black mats to put down, and sillily they're out of my reach, so that's obviously why I'm not getting them. So I must move those somewhere else. Put that over there. Yep. Right, let me think what we're doing, because I'm just sitting here chatting along. Right, I'm going to see if the rounder will go through these. This could be... Oh, no, it's gone through it, surprisingly. Yes, and then she could run. And then the bed went the other way, and her husband had then got a guitar under his side. So, yeah, really fun programme. And... yeah, we just chilled on her bed, and she'd had a beautiful fluffy blanket. I mean, it's like a mink coat. It's absolutely divine. My middle daughter, who's, you know, in her late 20s, doesn't live at home anymore. She lives with her partner. She'd bought it her, so we was on the bed with the furry blanket and nice treats, and then we did a lip scrub on his lips. I think I'm going to do these ones first. So on Tuesday, one of the tags that I used, well, I couldn't remember the set, and I still haven't remembered the set. I'm sorry. If anybody does want to know, ask me and I will search it out. It won't be hard to find. And I'm going to keep them square. Now, I want to do like some brown card there, and then as whole over the top. So I don't know if to kind of stick these on first. I don't know if that'll work. Well, it will work, but I don't know if it'll be. So, well, no, I'll just stick one on, and I've just got my paper trimmer here, but I wanted to stick it on just to get the right width. I mean, I could have measured, but it's not really my forte. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's fine. So then I would think I want it to go there in the middle, and a little bit more. This probably looks really finicky, and it isn't. I'm just making it look finicky. So around there. like that. So it needs to be about there. So what I'm thinking now is, now I can see that I could cut a load of strips off ready, because I've been meaning to do these for a while, and then I think, oh, it's just fiddly and, you know, all the rest of it. But if I've got some already made up, then I can just grab them. So about there. Alright, so that's enough for now. Yes, so we had this lip scrub. She had a raspberry one and I had a coconut one, and so it's just made out of, like, is it brown sugar? So you rub all your lips to get all the you know, flaky bits and stuff off, and then you got this like little mask that you put over your lips, and it's got all this moisturising thing on, and I think you kept that on for about 20 minutes. Oh, my cutting is horrendous. Yeah, so we did that, and then we put a foot mask on. So I think it was a peppermint. It was very fresh. So all they are really is like little bags, sock shape, and you just put them on and you get like a sticker. What I've done is, at the back of these, I've just marked a pencil mark, just to get the middle. Now, I'm thinking I'll put the whole thing on and then put a hole in, but I'm a little bit wondering if my thing will go through all this paper. So let's just try it out. So I'll just stick one down and we'll see how we go. Yeah, and we had to sit with that on for an hour and a half. So we did that, and did we do the hand one? Yes, then we did a hand one. So I'm gonna line that side up with that, and hopefully I got it on the middle, and just press that down like so. I have inked these, but I've obviously paid more attention to the back. Yeah, so we did the hand one. I think that was a rose. Oh no, yes, it was a rose one. And then we had a face mask, and that was a cactus one. So yeah, it was nice, it was fun. And then after she brushed all my hair and gave me a little bit of a new style. Let's see if I can get through there, because I've probably mentioned it before, I've not had a haircut now for over a year. Oh yeah, it's gone through lovely. So I'm not a big hairdresser person. I've got a bit of a phobia about it, really. It makes me feel really uncomfortable sitting staring at myself as I'm talking and they're doing my hair, and yeah, I just don't like it. So I only tend to go once a year, and it's funny because my hairdresser is she was in a couple of years below me, but she did kind of hang around with us. I mean, you know, we'd have only been about 14, I think she was about 12. So I know her, and she's a lovely, fun, bubbly, genuine, you know, normal person. So there's no need for me to feel self-conscious or anything. But yeah, I just hate it. I prefer the dentist. So, yeah, I mean, she laughs when I come in. She'll say, oh, it's your yearly visit. So, yeah, I was due to go just before lockdown. And then lockdown happened. So, gosh, it must be about 18 months, actually, then, since I've not had it cut. Oh, dear. And, yeah, normally when I have it cut, I have it, like, to my chin. And then when I go back, it's halfway down my back. And I have a fringe put in, and my fringe is always to my chin when I go back. Oh well, it's cheap. And that's another thing as well. I just think it's an extravagance. I'm gonna say I've always dyed my hair myself. Yeah, I'm gonna say Julie from Camellia's Crafts said about I ought to watch a YouTube video and cut my hair myself. I think she said a couple of times she's done that, but yeah, I'm not that brave. Gosh, mind you, I mean, because it's so long at the moment, all I'm doing is having it up in a bun, because if it's gone past chin length, I can't stand it all hanging down. It irritates me, and I definitely won't be able to craft with hair dangling in front of my eyes. So my eyes are bad enough. Right, so that's those on. So I think that squared look really gives it a different look. It's oh, it's funny. I was going to say a more masculine look, but yeah, when I said masculine look the other day, somebody messaged, and I'm sorry, I forget your actual name, but and we got talking about you know, the tailored look and stuff, and you know, which was obviously very big in late 80s, early 90s, with you know, women wearing suits but with the big shoulder pads and things. So yeah, this is more a tailored look than a masculine look, but yeah, I do think it just gives it a really different kind of look. I think it makes it look more vintage kind of thing. So that's those. Really like those, and I think they're brilliant. So thank you from Paper Crafts. Oh, I wish I could remember her name. Mad Paper Crush. I feel like it's, oh, I don't know. Right, so that's that. And we've inked those and cornered them. So all I'm going to do on these really is I'm going to pick, sorry if I did bang my camera. I think I'm going to do these with the die cut ones from the set from In Love Art. So I'm not really, I'm just going to, you know, pull some out at random, because they're all beautiful, and I will end up using them all. I do want to try and keep the fern ones, because I will be doing some fern things. So that's those. Do I keep banging that every time? I'm sorry if I am, sorry. Right, I'm just gonna lightly, I'm gonna again just dab over the top, just to take that brightness off, and then I'm just gonna squiggle round the sides, just hopefully to try and get the edges. So yes, she gave me a bit of a hairstyle, and yeah, so we had a real nice night, and then on the Saturday she spent the day with Dad. So they, because I was working upstairs, so they had The Sims, which is a game, and it's funny, it's quite an old game now, and I mean I used to play it, so it's like you build a house and you decorate a house, and then you I don't know, just go to work, and it's for me really it was more about the designing and placing things in place and stuff. So yeah, Eleanor really likes it, so they've hooked it up onto the TV and they was playing that. Right, so we've already got like a text down, so obviously I'm not going to put any text on. Still got these doilies, which I don't know if that's then making it a bit too frilly, which I think it is, because I want them to look more grungy, kind of botanical. So I'm just literally, I've got a little pile at the side of me, so I'm just going through it to see what's what I need to do. I don't want any text. I could use some straw paper. I've got that lovely green paper, which that's from an end of a book. It might be from an end of a Edith Holden book. I've got the wrapping paper, which I don't think's a good thing. Not a good thing, but not good for what I'm doing. So that's some straw paper. That's a different colour. I think I'll go for the darker one. And then I've got that left from the other day, and I've got the green one left from the other day. So let's just pop those over there a sec. Yeah, so that's fine to rip. That's already ripped. Let's just get this separated. So yeah, she spent most of the day doing that, and then we had an early-ish tea. All weekend she picked what we had for tea. So Friday she wanted a tuna pasta bake, and then Saturday she wanted a lasagna. Yeah, she likes pasta. And then Sunday, which was her actual birthday, we just bitted and bobbed. I didn't really cook a tea. So that's those ripped down. Let me just get a decent edge on this. Just take that top one down. Yep. So that's that. And same with the straw paper. I'm not going to need all that, so I'll just take that down the middle. Take that. Yep. And that's that. Right. I think we're ready. So, don't need to be that tall. Now that would be nice. Coming down there. So let me just mark that with my nail. And then go up there. Yep. Well, I wish I didn't rip like that. It's going to be over the edge anyway. So I'm going to stick that on, and then I'll cut the edge off after. So let's get that one down first. I'm not going to use a glue stick because it has got a glossy kind of finish to this card, so it might just slip off. I'm not going to ink well, yeah, I am, but I'm not going to ink the straw paper. So yes, on the Saturday it was Halloween. So she spent the morning with her dad when I got work done. Well, I say morning, most of the day really. And then we had tea. I'm going to ink down the edge. And then I'd bought the Addams Family, the cartoon version, which I don't know if it came out last year or the year before, but we'd not seen that version. Obviously seen the, you know, the film ones. So that was really good. And again, we'd got goodies left over from Friday night, and we'd got some other nice goodies. What so these are from Lorna at TaylorMade Journals. This is her vintage ephemera. I think this is set 1, and I've printed it all off on the newsprint. So all the links should be down below, but if they're not, do let me know, because I don't mind finding them for you. I always find eBay a little bit harder to search back what you've bought. But when something's off Amazon or Etsy, it's not so much of a faff. So that can go around there. Yeah, so we watched that, and then I went back into Eleanor's room and we washed his hair, and then we put a hair mask on, and then she blow dried my hair and styled it and did my eyebrows. So yeah, well, I like that. See, for me, when I collage, mainly I'll use about 3 different elements. So I'm gonna, you know, count the back as you know, text, straw paper, and then something else. So yeah, I don't like things, well, you'll know I don't like things too busy. Spilt some tea on that, but I quite like it. No, I don't like that though. Quite like that. Let me just ink that up. Yeah, and then on her actual birthday in the morning, she opened the cards and presents, and she only had a couple of presents because what she wanted was quite expensive, and the rest of the family just put money in a card, because obviously we're back in level 3, I think high level 3, which is we can still go to work and school, but we shouldn't be out doing unessential things, and we can't go to the family's houses. We can't meet on their back garden. We could go and meet them in an open park somewhere, but I mean, it's obviously, you know, now it's November, so yeah, nobody wants to be hanging about in the park. So I like that. Love the colours. Let's just get this down. That's it. So that's that one. I've not thought about what I'm putting on top. Let's so we'll use that bit up. Quite like that. So I'm just gonna try and I'm just gonna get this side bit off first. So yeah, I'm gonna go down there. Yeah, and then we'd got an appointment at Specsavers, which is an optician's, which was in the city. So yeah, we did have to catch the bus in, and obviously you have to wear your masks, and we sanitise, you know, as we got on and off, as we got off. We did do a little bit of clothes shopping, but it was very definitely just go in the shops that you knew there's going to be, you know, something in there. And then we just got a drink and a little snack. You know, we didn't sit in anywhere or anything. And then we had his eyes tested and ordered some new glasses, which I need to pick up this weekend. And we have to both go because, you know, you have to make sure they fit properly and stuff. So that's his second layer down. Then I don't have to, it's upside down, Tania. So I think I might have that around there. Yeah, so it ended up being like we spent real quality time together, you know, individually and as family. So I mean, when you're all working and stuff, like family time is so few and far between, really. So it does become, you know, more special. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I think secretly she did too, but I'm sure she'd have wanted to see her friends in that if she could have done. But yeah, it was nice. So I'm glad, like, you know, it wasn't a disappointment, and I do think spreading it out across those few days did make it feel, you know, a bit more special. So that's that. I'm thinking I might stick that down somewhere first, and yeah, so I'm gonna go there. I think it was around there. That's that. Yeah. So yeah, really simple tags. I think it's nice when you get some nice packaging that, you know, you've not got to alter too much. So that's that one, and this one. So shall we have a bit of this? Let me just, be nice to use that somewhere. I'm going to save that bit and put that in my scraps, because that would be very nice. So if I go like that, and then I'm thinking of perhaps having some green at the back of that. Kind of ripped that the wrong way. I wanted it to go down that way. Right, let's just give that an ink where, so it's very white where I've ripped it. So yeah, it's been fun and excitement really for me, because I don't normally have that much fun and excitement, especially not in the same week. So yeah, that was nice. But I'd had the week before off work. I'd got sent home from work because when I went to work the week before, at the end of the week, my partner wasn't very well. He'd had that week off because it was the first week off of the school holidays, because Anna's been off 2 weeks, half term, and he gets a lot of ear infections. And when he got up that morning, he got up and he like fell to the floor, and he was shouting at me to come and help him. And that really just finishes a bit funny there. It's a little bit too low. Like that. Yeah, so I said to him, like, do you want me to like ring him, you know, kind of not sick, but ring him and say that I wasn't coming into work? And he was like, no, I'll be fine. Anyway, when I got to work, I said to my manager, like, oh, my partner's not very well. Can I have my phone on me, because we're not allowed to have his phones on us, obviously. Like, I work in a shop, like, I'll be walking around with his mobile phones. But you know, if something's wrong at home, or like waiting for a really important call, then if, you know, you need to just inform your manager that you've got your phone on you. And she asked me what was wrong with him, and I said, oh, you know, he nearly collapsed and he was in a hot sweat. And anyway, as soon as I said, you know, hot sweat and things, she was like, I'm going to have to ring HR, because, you know, anybody with a temperature, blah, blah, it needs to be called in under, you know, current circumstances. So she rang HR and they said that, you know, I was to have the week off and both of us get tested. So I ended up having last week off. So, I mean, that was a, yeah, surprise. So, oh, I really like that. To say that was a bit of a mess about, I really do like that. So I think I'm going to do that where you cut it off. So yeah, they sent me home on that Friday, so I was off all that, you know, the week after. But I was due back on the following Friday, but since we have then gone into this high level 3, we're back to having to be in bubbles. So the last time, which means, you know, you could have somebody else in your bubble, but they can't be in other people's bubbles. Like, you can't just say, I'm going out today and yeah, we're just in the same bubble. It's, they're just in your bubble and that's it. So the last time we was in lockdown, my mum was, well, when we was on proper lockdown, we didn't see my mum at all, but when we started to come out of it and Eleanor was back at school, my mum was kind of in our bubble because she has Eleanor on a Friday. Whether if she's at school or not at school, like she goes to my mum's. So that's that one. So when I rang work and said, you know, I'd had the test and then it was negative. I'm going to use the rest of this, I think, just to get it used up. Might patch that together actually. I think I'm going to actually go on to it. So let me just rip this down a little bit. And I said, you know, I'm due back Friday, but Eleanor's still on school holidays. Obviously, Ryan had gone back to work because he had, you know, had a negative test. And I said I can't send her to my mum's because my mum's gone in my oldest daughter's bubble this time. So yeah, they was fine about it anyway. And I normally work late on a Friday. I perhaps work like something like 2-9 or something. And Ryan doesn't normally get home from work till 6:30 on a Friday. So Eleanor would be home from school at like 3:30, and there's no way she could stay on her own till 6:30. I'll be having kittens. So yeah, I've asked him if I can do 9 threes for the foreseeable future, and then obviously see what happens later down the line. And yeah, they was very accommodating, so at least, like, you know, I could still go to work, because on a Wednesday when I go to work, that's my partner's day off, so that's always fine. It doesn't matter if it's school holidays or if she's at school, is at home, whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. So yeah, I've not got, you know, to worry about going to work and who's going to have Eleanor. So everything worked out fine. But yeah, obviously I'd have probably been exhausted, even though, you know, all we have really done is watch films and eat eat bad stuff. And then as trip into town, if I'd have been at work as well, yeah, I'd have been really, really tired. So it was like a happy accident, wasn't it? Right, so that's that. And then shall we have another? Yeah, I like that, just there. Yeah, so everything all turned out well, so yeah, that's nice, because sometimes all these little things, they can all just be stresses, can't they? So it was nice that things actually just fell fell in place and everything. Everything was fine. Oh, I must say as well, the Edith Holden folios went up in my Etsy last weekend, and they sold straight away, so thank you very much. And yeah, the video got lots and lots of views and nice comments and stuff, and oh, I thoroughly enjoyed doing them. I mean, they ended up taking me a lot longer than I'd kind of planned for, but again, I had the time because I then ended up being off anyway. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed spending the week with Edith. So that's that one. What kind of time are we? I think I'm going to leave it at that because we're nearly at an hour and I've only done 4 cards. But we have done the tops and stuff. So yeah, what I'm going to do, because all I'm going to do with these is something very similar but on a journal card. I'm just going to add some, I think I'm going to put some hemp twine stuff on those, and I'll collage those up, and I will put the photo in the thumbnail of the video, because otherwise, well, you're all have gonna turned off, aren't you? You're gonna be, oh gosh, can't stand watching a ripped paper. So thank you very much. I've thoroughly enjoyed having our little chat and doing these lovely cards. Oh, can't wait to be doing botanicals, lots of. So thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye for now.